Ladies and gentlemen, I want to make something very clear. Hello. Your content should be generating income, all right? A lot of you guys spend way too much time on these apps to not be making income, meaning every time you post stories, pictures, reels, go live, whatever it is that you're doing, you should be generating income. And if you're not, Miss Ma'am, you are doing something horribly wrong, but no worries because on this live, we're going to fix it, all right? I also want you to understand this. You should not continuously be starting and stopping. A lot of you guys have brilliant ideas. You want to start businesses. You want to become content creators. You want to level up and improve your life. But you always start and then give up. You never follow through with anything that you say you're going to do. And that is why you struggle with confidence, Miss Ma'am. Let me explain something to you. Confidence is built by keeping promises to yourself. So if you are struggling with that, no worries, we're going to fix it today. Good morning. I also want you to understand this. Listen to me very closely. You only need one digital product in your store. You only need one. And that one product that you choose to create and sell will literally change your entire life. Good morning. What I know about you, and I used to be the exact same way, we tend to overthink, especially as women. We want to make sure the branding is perfect. We want to make sure the angles is perfect, the lighting, the messaging, everything just got to be so goddamn perfect. But what if I told you it will never be perfect? What if I told you you're chasing something that doesn't exist? Perfectionism is self-sabotage. Perfectionism is fear. And if you do not let go of that, you will never reach your goals. So we're gonna fix that this morning, okay? Now, for those of you guys who have never seen my face before, good morning. My name is Coach Jazz, and I teach women how to glow up mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, and financially. I'm gonna teach you how to build your online business from scratch, but I'm also gonna teach you how to build yourself, okay? A lot of you guys have a lot of information already, but your problem is lack of execution. Your problem is the excuses. Your problem is the fear. Your problem is your environment. And if we don't fix those, you won't have a business, okay? Now, what I want to know, good morning, who on this live is sick and tired of their own BS, meaning they're tired of always giving up on themselves? If that is you, go ahead and put me in the chat. Good morning. If you are tired of your own BS, you're tired of giving up on yourself, you're tired of making excuses, you're tired of never getting things done and following through, go ahead and put me in the chat. And just so you guys know, hello, this is a judgment-free zone, ladies, okay? Listen, we done all had some ish with us, I have too. You will never be judged on this live. But the purpose of this live is to teach you so that you do better, okay? I also want to know, good morning, who on this live has no clue as to what a digital product is? If you don't have any idea, go ahead and put me in the chat because I'm going to teach you. And it's okay if you didn't know. I didn't always know what one was either, but I know today, and now I can teach you. And I also want to know who on this live is fed up with living paycheck to paycheck. Good morning. If you're tired of it, you've been there, you've done that, and you're ready for something better, go ahead and put me in the chat. I want to know who I'm talking to this morning. Very good, Ty. Now, before we get into it, I need to make something clear in case you guys didn't know. TikTok family. The more we interact with this TikTok live, the more we like, comment, and share, the more TikTok will push this to more people. Believe it or not, a lot of people are tired of starting and stopping. Believe it or not, a lot of people want to start online businesses too. And believe it or not, a lot of women struggle with confidence just like you might, okay? So if this live found you, please allow this live to find others. Let's start double tapping the screen, like, comment, and share. It only takes a few seconds to double tap. Let's go, let's go. I also want you guys to take notes. I need you to write this shit down, okay? I'm gonna be giving you guys a lot of gems this morning. Your head is gonna be spinning, okay? But what I know about a lot of people, I'm the same way, we have a tendency of forgetting because life, and stresses, right? And you're gonna forget about 97% of what I say this morning. So if you write it down, if you take your notes. Good morning. Anything that I say that you do happen to forget, you can still refer back to those notes and get it done, okay? So if you have your pen and paper in hand and you're ready for class to begin, go ahead and write the word ready in the chat. Let's go. TikTok number 1. I see 7 people on here. TikTok number 2. Let's get some readies in the chat. Come on, YouTube. Type the word ready. It only takes 2 seconds. Let's go. Let's go. And while I wait for some readies, let's spit out an affirmation. I have survived my anxiety and I will survive again now. Good morning. I have survived my anxiety and I will survive again now. Matter of fact, let me turn the mirror off on TikTok. I'm not accepting any live requests, so there's no reason to send them. We teaching on this live, okay? Very good. All right, I got the mirror going. Are y'all ready? Go ahead and put ready in the chat. Let's go, TikTok. I need somebody to put ready. Let me know I'm not talking to myself. Write this down. I have survived my anxiety before, and I know I will survive it now. And the reason why we're going to be speaking these affirmations, you guys, is because the more you say positive things to yourself, thank you, City, the more you speak your affirmations to yourself, the more you start to believe it. And when you start to believe it, you start to achieve it, okay? I understand sometimes if you're just starting your confidence journey, it might feel awkward because you don't really believe what you're saying. I still encourage you to say it. I still encourage you to write it down because the more you do say it, the more you will start to believe it, okay? So just go through the motions. Even if it doesn't feel right, just say it. Because again, when you start to believe it, you start to achieve it, okay? Very good. Good morning. Let's go ahead and get started. What is a digital product and how will we build our business? A digital product is something you do not have physical possession of. Thank you, Ty. So think of a movie on Netflix. Good morning. Think of a song on your Apple Music or Spotify. You don't physically have it in your possession, right? It's all out in the cloud somewhere, okay? Ladies, you will create something to sell. And it could be anything. Please don't allow your brain to overthink. There is something that you already know how to do. There's something that you already have a passion for. And whatever it is, you should be monetizing it, okay? When I first started 5 years ago, I lost over 100 pounds. That's a lot of weight, okay? And I lost that by eating right, exercising, and fixing my mindset. So I turned all of that knowledge that I learned and put it in an ebook and started selling it to other people who also wanted to learn how to lose weight, okay? So I took my knowledge and I monetized it. And the best part about digital products, good morning, is you only make it one time. That's it. And you will resell it for years. To this day, I'm still reselling that ebook, okay? Now, you can also sell e-courses. You can sell affirmation guides, workbooks, journals, private communities. Listen, there's no limitation on your greatness, okay? The only limitation is the one you put on yourself. Good morning. Now, I'm going to be giving you guys 2 apps, and these apps will change your entire life, but you got to use them. Now, before we get into the apps, I want you guys to write this word down. This is going to be the keyword of the live, execution. The keyword of this live is going to be execution. Because if I know anything about you, you're the woman who writes things down, but you never execute. You got journals upon journals for years. You already did the manifestation vision board. You did all the things, but you haven't executed. And because you haven't executed, nothing has gotten done. We have got to put into play what we're doing. You can't keep talking about it. You have to do it, okay? So write that word down, execution, as the keyword of this live. Good morning. If you're ready for app number 1, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. If you're ready for app number 1, put a 1 in the chat. And for those of y'all who are just tuning in, good morning. Happy Saturday. My name is Coach Jazz, and I teach women how to glow up. I'm teaching you guys how to build your business and how to sell it. And I'm also going to teach you how to build yourself. Ladies, anything you want to do is possible, but you got some things going on in this pretty little head of yours that is keeping you stuck. The excuses, the procrastinating, the limiting beliefs, the self-doubt, the fear, just to name a few. Okay, very good. All right, make sure you guys are double tapping the screen. Remember, the more we interact with this live, the more TikTok will push this live to more people. App number 1, write it down. Canva, C-A-N-V-A, good morning. App number 1, C-A-N-V-A, good morning, good morning. This is app number 1, write it down because you need to download it. Thank you, Letitia. You have got to download it, okay? Now, some of you guys might have this app, but I'm going to ask you, are you using it? You should be using it for your business and your content, all of the things. I promise you Canva will help you. So maybe you want to create content to let people know about your product. You want to promote your product through your content. Canva has thousands of Instagram and TikTok reel templates to make everything all branded and aesthetically pleasing, all of the things. Very good, Letitia. Maybe you want to start a YouTube channel. I tell you guys every single morning to carry your pretty self to YouTube and start your channel. Maybe you're gonna listen. Canva has thousands of templates for your thumbnails to entice people to click. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, okay? Maybe you want to sell an ebook, and that's what I'm going to teach you how to make this morning. And you want to make it look all nice and professional. Canva has thousands of ebook templates for you, okay? So anything you want to do, I promise you can find it on Canva. You can even create your business logos on here too. Now, before we get into app number 2, let me say this. I know a lot of women live in fear, and a lot of women love to self-doubt. That's what you do best. You always say things like you can't do it, it's not gonna work, you're afraid to fail, and all those things are keeping you stuck. Some of you guys think that you can't start an online business because you think you're too old. Some of y'all think you can't start an online business because you're not tech savvy. And some of y'all really believe that you can't start an online business because it's just too late for you. Well, let me go ahead and give you a new perspective on life. Listen very closely. You woke up this morning. That's a blessing, okay? Every single day that you are blessed with another day, you have an opportunity to work towards your purpose, your goals, okay? But unfortunately, we've gotten into entitlement culture and we believe that we're always gonna wake up and we can just waste time, failing to realize that you do have a deadline, okay? So if you woke up this morning, that means you have another opportunity to work on your goals. So use it. For those of you guys who think you're so old, what did I tell y'all earlier? You can sell your knowledge, all right? So if you are so old, you have a lot of knowledge that and wisdom that you already have that you could be monetizing. Hello. And for those of you guys who think you are not tech savvy, let me explain something to you. You use technology every day. Don't sit up on my live and tell no tales. You are on your phone from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed. Do not lie. That takes tech savviness to operate these apps. So you will use the same tech savviness that you already have and build your online business, okay? All right. If you're ready for app number 2, put a 2 in the chat. Let's go, let's go. If you're ready for app number 2, put a 2 in the chat. Listen, I am a solution-based coach. I know I'm not the coach for everybody because not everybody wants to hear the truth. A lot of people want to be lied to. I ain't here for that. So if you're looking for lies, go to someone else's live. But on this live, any excuse that you think you have, I promise you I have a solution for you. Try me. Good morning, app number 2. Good morning, good morning. And for those of y'all who are just tuning in, my name is Jasmine. Make sure you guys follow me so you don't lose me. Hit that follow button. Also, you guys make sure you are taking notes. Thank you, Letitia. Make sure you guys are taking notes, okay? I know you're gonna forget something, so make sure you write it down. App number 2, here we go, ChatGPT. App number 2, good morning, good morning. This is AI, and you will be using AI for everything, okay? AI makes life easy. Everything you need, I promise you, ChatGPT can help you. So maybe you want to create the content, but you're just not sure what kind of videos to make. Ask Chat, it'll tell you. Maybe you want to start your YouTube channel, but you're a little shy, you don't know what to say. Chat will script the entire video for you. Now all you have to do is say the words, okay? And maybe you want to create an ebook, which is what I'm going to teach you how to create, but you're not too sure what to put in the ebook. What if I told you Chat will literally write the ebook for you from beginning to end in under 30 seconds? You guys, you should be using Chat every single day to build your business. Thank you. If you are not, we have to start. So let's create this ebook. I gave you Canva and I gave you Chat. We're gonna put it together and write it. If you are ready for prompt number 1, Go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. Let's go. If you are not writing things down, you are doing yourself a disservice because I'm literally about to give you prompt number 1. How can we execute if we don't even know what we're doing? If you're ready for prompt number 1, put a 1 in the chat. Let's go, TikTok. TikTok number 2. Let me get some 1s in this chat. Let's go. Let's go. And before we move forward, let's say this out loud. I am confident in the decisions that I make. I'm waiting for some 1s. Let's go, let's go. I am confident in the decisions that I make. Ladies, if you even thought the thought, that's because it's something that you're capable of doing, okay? If God planted the seed in your head and told you to start a business, told you to create content, told you to work on your business, work on your brand, work on your confidence, whatever thought came into your head, that's because you are capable of it. So I need you to trust your decisions. Okay? Very good. Let's go, let's go. You're going to open up chat in the search bar. Write this down. Give me 10 digital product ideas I can sell that solves a problem. Give me 10 digital product ideas I can sell that solves a problem. I'm gonna say it again. Write it down. Get to writing. Give me 10 digital product ideas I can sell that solves a problem. If you've got that, go ahead and put got that in the chat. If you need for it to be repeated, this is your opportunity to ask. Remember, closed mouths do not get fed. Y'all got that? Let me know. Do not wait 10 minutes down the live and be like, can you repeat it? No, because you should have asked for it to be repeated now. So if you got prompt number 1, put a 1 in, or excuse me, put got that in the chat. Good morning, good morning. Also, make sure you guys are double tapping the screen, like, comment, and share the live. The more we interact with this live, the more this live will get pushed to more people. And believe it or not, a lot of women want to build their confidence. They want to learn how to follow through with the things that they tell themselves they're going to do too. So just like this live found you, TikTok and YouTube, let's allow this live to find others, okay? We ain't got to be stingy. No, it's the holidays, the season of giving. Y'all got that? Can somebody put got that in the chat? TikTok number 1. I see 8 people on this live. Ain't nobody willing to let me know that you got it. Now, one person is brave enough to say, I got that, Coach Jazz. I'm locked in. I'm ready. Very good. Thank you, Alicia. I'm glad Alicia got it. Let's go. Now, before we get into prompt number 2, I need you to write this down. This says consistent. Thank you, Arrow. This word says consistent. Thank you, IVL. This is consistent, okay? I need you to write this word down. Then I need you to go ahead and underline it about 50 times. And then I want you to turn around and circle it. Because we got to lock in on what this word means, because a lot of you guys are confused. So I'm going to unconfuse you, okay? Some of you guys believe that consistent means once in a while, every now and again, once every 6 months when you feel like it. Absolutely not. Consistent means more often than not. So if there are 7 days in a week, consistent is at least 4 out of those 7 days. Ladies, we have got to be consistent with our glow up. Anything that you are trying to accomplish in life is going to require you to be consistent, okay? Whether that's your business, losing weight, getting healthy, working on your confidence, your mental health, whatever the goal is for yourself, you need to be consistent. That's the only way it's going to work out. You don't have a choice. Now, let's make life easy, okay? Because I know sometimes it can be hard to be consistent. At least that I had a hard time with consistency. I got you. Listen. Let me tell y'all a secret. It is so much easier for you to choose something off of the list that chat gave you that you actually have a passion for. Because when you do things that you truly enjoy doing, It is so much easier to be consistent. Ladies, I am not trying to set you up for failure. I want you to succeed at anything you want to do, but you have to be consistent. But let's take the easy route and choose something that chat gave you that you actually like so it doesn't feel like work. When things don't feel like work, you're more likely to do them because you're having fun. Yes, we're working smarter, not harder. Amen, amen. Now, listen, if chat gave you 10 things and you don't like none of the things it gave you, fine, ask for 10 more. And keep asking until it gives you something that you want to use. I also need you to write this down. Write this down. This is very important. Money flows where energy goes. Write that down. Money flows where energy goes. Ladies, if you're anything like how I used to be, we have a toxic habit of giving our energy to any and everybody. We're giving all of our energy to our spouse. We're giving all of our energy to our jobs, to our friends, to our parents. For those of you guys who have kids, you're giving all your energy to your kids. And when you sit down ready to work on something for you, you ain't got no energy left because you didn't give it to everybody. It does not make you a bad wife because you want to work on your business. It does not make you a bad mother because you want to prioritize your happiness for once. It does not make you a bad daughter because you want to focus. We have got to start pouring energy into ourselves so that we can get something done. A lot of you guys are pouring from empty cups. You ain't got nothing left to pour because you gave it to everybody else. And now you have nothing for yourself. You cannot pour into other people if your cup is not in overflow. Haven't you noticed? Every time you're drained and frustrated, it's because your cup is empty. You ain't got no energy left. You should be handing out more no's than yeses. That does not make you selfish. You cannot be selfless if you are not selfish. You deserve happiness. You deserve to live in your purpose, okay? You can tell people no, I cannot sit on the phone and talk to you about your relationship problems. I want to work on my business. No, I'm not going to happy hour. I want to work on my business. No, I'm not loaning you no money. No, I'm not giving you a ride. The answer is no. No. It rolls right off the tongue. Okay? Stop giving your energy to any and everybody else and start giving it to yourself. Money flows where energy goes. Don't you ever forget it. Okay? All right. If you're ready for prompt number 2, put a 2 in the chat. And for those of y'all who are just tuning in, good morning. Happy Saturday. My name is Coach Jazz. Girl, I'm going to happy hour. No. I'm just playing. But we've got to start giving our energy to ourselves, okay? You matter too. You are important too. Don't you ever forget it, okay? All right. Once you choose the idea that chat gave you, you're going to put this into chat. Write this down. Write me an ebook that helps people solve this problem. Write me an ebook that helps people solve this problem. Y'all better get to writing. Write me an ebook that helps people solve this problem. If you got that, put got that in the chat. No student shall be left behind. If you need for it to be repeated, this is your opportunity to ask. Ladies, remember, closed mouths do not get fed. And the key word of this live is execution. How the heck can we execute something if we don't even know what the hell we're doing? I already know you're going to forget. You're going to forget. So just write it down so you can still execute. It's not that hard, okay? We can't keep having journals upon journals of information and we don't put it to use. Make it make sense, okay? Once you get that in there, you're going to hit enter. Everybody got that? I ain't see not one person got that in the chat. Not one person. Not one person is brave enough to say, yes, Coach Jazz, I got it. I'm locked in. I'm focused. I'm ready. Let's go. If you got that, put got that in the chat. Write this down while I'm waiting for some got that's. Thank you. Yes, I can repeat it. Write me an ebook that helps people solve this problem. I trust myself to navigate through this. I trust myself to navigate through this, okay? You can do it. You can do it. You're gonna hit enter. Now, this is what I mean by it has never been easier than today to build your online business because chat literally wrote it for you. Now all you have to do is copy and paste. That's it, okay? You will copy what chat gave you and paste it into Canva. Ladies, this is called living the soft life. We don't have to keep doing this grind, hustle hard, go, never sleep. That is very masculine. That is very masculine, okay? And it don't work out. We are creative beings. It is so much easier to be creative when you're not stressing, when you have peace in your life. Okay? Chat is making it extremely easy for you to start your business. So why are we not doing it? Make it make sense. You will copy what chat gave you and paste it into Canva. So you'll open up Canva, in the search, type in ebooks, hit enter. It's going to give you hundreds upon thousands of templates. Just pick your most favorite one. When you are copying and pasting, please do not overthink. Write this down. KISS, K-I-S-S. This is an acronym. It stands for Keep It Simple, Silly. Keep it simple, silly. Ladies, I used to be the exact same way. You're an overthinker. You want everything to be just so damn perfect. It's not. Keep it simple, silly. Just make sure it is clean, simple, legible. That's it, okay? When you are done copying and pasting and you love the way it looks, you will download it as a PDF file. P is in Peter, D is in dog, F is in Franklin, PDF, okay? Y'all better be taking these notes. I'm giving y'all the tea. Let's go. When you download it, she said, I'm an overthinker. Not no more. Not no more. When you have downloaded it as a PDF, you will then upload it to your hosting site. Write these down. Stand Store, Etsy, Beacons, Gumroad, and Shopify. Stand Store, Etsy, Beacons, Gumroad, Shopify. Good morning. If you've got all of that, got that in the chat. These are your hosting sites, and there's plenty of more out there. These are some of the most popular ones. You only need to put your product on one. You don't need all 5, okay? If y'all got all of this so far, got that in the chat. Let me know you hear me, you're locked in. And for those of y'all who are just tuning in, good morning. My name is Coach Jazz, and I teach women how to glow up. There's nothing that you can't do, ladies. There's no limitation on your greatness, except the limitation you put on yourself. The things you got going on in this pretty head of yours is what's keeping you stagnant. The excuses, the procrastinating, the limiting self-beliefs, all of the things, the fear, that's what's holding you back. We got to fix it. We have got to fix it. I have Gumroad. Which one is the best? Now, listen, I got you. Now, let me give y'all some secret. Let me give y'all some tea. Listen very closely. Ladies, the beauty of having a coach, having a mentor, is that they can teach you things to do and not to do, all from their own personal experiences, okay? I have been a full-time entrepreneur for 5, almost 6 years. Made more money than I ever could have imagined on my cell phone, a laptop, and some damn Wi-Fi. But I would be lying to you if I did not tell you that I also made a lot of mistakes, yes? One of the biggest lessons I learned in entrepreneurship, my whole glow up journey, ladies, we have got to get a handle on our finances. Hello. We have got to put ourselves on a budget, okay? Because if you do not, it does not matter how much money you make, you will continue to live paycheck to paycheck because you are not financially literate. You don't know how to tell yourself no, you don't have any discipline, you don't save, you don't budget. How do I know? Because I lived it. I never used to understand how people could make so much money and be broke as hell until that became my reality. I told you guys, I had a lot of spending problems. And one of the biggest lessons I learned is you have got to get a handle on your finances. I was making so much and spending it, and at the end of the month was in the red, overdrawn as hell, because I didn't know financial literacy. I had no discipline. The reason why I'm telling you guys this, these hosting sites have fees. Business in general has fees. It would be in your best interest to start getting a handle on your finances when you are trying to get into business ownership. Now, I use Stan Store. I love Stan. Stan is great, but Stan is very expensive, okay? Stan is $99 a month. That is very high if your business is not making $99 a month, okay? So if you're brand new to entrepreneurship, go ahead and cross this off the list. Stan Store is not for you. No. Instead, I want you on Gumroad right here. If you're brand new, start on Gumroad, because Gumroad only charges you a percentage when you make a sale, okay? They charge you 10% for every sale. That's a great place to start. Now, what I know is you're gonna make money because you're taking notes, you're asking questions, and you're gonna execute, okay? And when you do start making money, then come to Stan Store. Bring everything over, because Stan has a lot of features that will help you expand your business, like Afterpay and Klarna. Let me tell you something, ladies. Listen very closely. People today, they love payment plans. Buy now, pay later is taking over. It's taking over. And if you have a payment option, buy now, pay later on your site, you will definitely make more, hands down. Okay? But for now, you will start with what you have. You will work with what you got. Start on Gumroad, build it, make some sales, build your business, grow your audience, and then transfer everything over to Stan Store later. Okay? All right. Now, what we just did was we made the ebook. We took Canva, we took chat, we put it together, and we wrote it. Now we have to sell it. And I'm gonna be honest, sales is 80% of the business. That's more than half, which means we've got to get it right. We don't have a choice. But before we get into sales, I need to make something very clear to you. Good morning. That process of making that ebook, taking Canva, chat, putting it together, copy and pasting, that should not take you longer than 2 hours. Good morning, Kim. It should not take you longer than 2 hours. Honestly, it shouldn't take you longer than 1, but I'm gonna give you some grace and I'm gonna give you 2. If it is taking you longer than 2 hours, we have a serious problem. One problem that you might be experiencing, I used to be the exact same way, this is how I know. You wanna be perfect. Let me guess. Everything about you must be perfect or is not right. You're the woman who's gonna waste 6 months of her life that she will never get back because she has to overthink and make sure everything's just so perfect and be OCD. Then when you do decide to get started, you're gonna take things out, you're gonna put things back, you're gonna get frustrated and overwhelmed because you can't seem to get it right because you want everything to be perfect, but it'll never be perfect, and you're gonna give up. And then you're gonna let another 3 months go by doing absolutely nothing because you're so frustrated with yourself. And then when you do decide to get started yet again, before you start this time, you're gonna go get validation from 20 people who don't even have a business because you care what they think. So you wanna ask them for their opinion about your business. And the crazy thing is, the people that you're asking, they don't even run a business. These aren't even people you would trade lives with. But for some reason in your head, it makes sense to ask. And then when they do give you their opinions, you listen. Next thing you know, an entire year has gone by and you haven't done shit but waste time. Ain't that so sad? I used to be the exact same way. This is how I know this. If you struggle with perfectionism, OCD, overthinking, whatever you want to call it, let me tell you what, ma'am, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you are not perfect. You are not perfect. Ain't shit about you perfect. That's okay, because I'm not perfect either. Listen, we are all perfectly imperfect. See, what you are is scary. You're living in fear. And what did I tell you? On this live, fear stands for fuck everything and run, and that's what you're doing. You're running away from your brilliant idea because you're so fearful of looking stupid. You're so fearful of people laughing at you. You're so fearful of people talking about you. And so you let all that fear take over and you do absolutely nothing. If you want to dig even deeper, the reason why we have the fear in the first place and the perfectionism, OCD, it's all forms of self-sabotage. You are self-sabotaging. That's why I told you you are the problem, okay? And the reason why we self-sabotage is it's our brain trying to protect ourselves from feeling disappointed. Because our egos are so fragile, right? And so your ego cannot handle the feeling of disappointment. Putting yourself out there, trying something new and getting disappointed if you don't get the results that you want in the time frame in which you think you deserve them. How about that? Because you will get the results. The results are inevitable. They're going to come. But you've set this imaginary timeline on when you think you should have them. And if they don't arrive in the time frame in which you set, which is complete BS, by the way, you start to feel disappointed. And you don't want to handle that feeling of disappointment. So you overthink, you procrastinate, you make excuses to protect yourself from feeling disappointed. But you already told me earlier that you're tired of your own BS. That's what you said. You said you were tired of always starting and stopping. You said you were tired of living paycheck to paycheck. You said you were tired of not owning your 24 hours. You're tired of not having the business of your dreams. That's what you said. But every day that you live the way that you're currently living is another day that you live in disappointment. Ladies, I'm trying to help you fix it. But in order to fix it, we got to execute it. And what I need you to understand is this. If we do not launch the product, you will still have the same problems. How can we bring more money into your household so you can stop living paycheck to paycheck if you don't have anything to sell? You can't. How can we build our confidence if every single time it's time to do something, you give up before you even get started? You can't. You are going to have to launch the product. It will never be perfect. And understand that it will get better along the way. Because anything that you do over and over and over again always gets better along the way. A lot of your favorite businesses have gotten better along the way. Look at Netflix. I don't know how old you are, but believe it or not, Netflix did not always have a fancy app. No, they did not. They were not always doing pay-per-view. They weren't paying comedians like Kevin Hart and Dave Chappelle for comedy specials. And they damn sure didn't have their own original movies and series that were winning Oscars. Years ago, you had to go on their website, Netflix.com. You had to make a list of the movies you wanted to see. It was your favorites list. And these were not their original movies. These were movies that were once in theaters. They would mail you a DVD. Remember them DVDs? Them discs, you had to have a DVD player for it. I know we're taking it back, right? They would mail you a DVD. You could watch the DVD as many times as you wanted. And then when you were ready for the next movie off of your list, you had to mail that one back. And then they would send you the next DVD. They didn't wait to be perfect. They didn't wait till they had all the funding to afford their own production company. No. They started with what they had. They worked with what they had, and they got better along the way. Tesla too. 10, 15 years ago, Tesla was always in the news about the cars exploding. Remember that? And the self-driving malfunctioning and people ending up off the highway. Remember all of that? They didn't stop. They kept going. They got better along the way. Now all you see on the road are Teslas and Cybertrucks. Hello. You will get better along the way too. Yes, DVD cover. Yes. You will get better along the way. Okay? But you got to launch. Another reason why it might be taking you longer than 2 hours to copy and paste some words is because you're distracted as fuck. Excuse my French, but it's true. Every time it's time for you to lock in and work on your business and your goals and becoming your dream version, you ghost. You go MIA. When you get off work, you could work on the business, you could work on your goals, but you choose not to. You would rather gossip on the phone with your girlfriends talking about celebrities and their baby daddies. When you do have time off, like the weekend, you could work on your business, you could work on your goals, but you choose not to. You would rather sit on the couch and watch Netflix and Hulu for hours. Late at night, when your children are asleep, you could work on the business and your goals, but again, you choose not to. You would rather scroll social media all night long, laughing at funny videos and sharing them back and forth in the group chat. And the reason why we do all of these distractions in the first place is because it's a form of escapism. You are trying to escape because there are things about your life that you are not 1000% happy with. And instead of you being a grown woman, putting on your grown woman panties and handling them face forward, you choose to run. But this is what I'm going to challenge you to do today. Instead of trying to escape a life that we're not 1000% happy with, how about we just lock in and build a life that we never feel the need to escape from? You are going to turn the TV off. Put the phone on Do Not Disturb. Tell your little girlfriends you will talk to them later. You're building your dream life. You're going to sit down at home. No, you don't need to be at Starbucks because let's be real, you get distracted there. You're going to sit down at home. You are going to start your ebook and you're going to finish it. 2 hours is all you have. You're not going to start and stop and come back next week because we already know you're not coming back. You're going to start it and you're going to finish it. If we are crystal clear on all of these instructions, go ahead and put clear in the chat because respectfully, there is no point in even talking about sales if you don't have anything to sell, okay? Go ahead and put clear in the chat. There's no amount of pages. Whatever you think is going to give enough information for your customer, that's all you need, okay? If you are crystal clear, go ahead and put clear in the chat. And for those of y'all who are just tuning in, good morning. Happy Saturday. My name is Coach Jazz and I teach women how to glow up. We're talking about building our business, but we're also building ourselves. Ladies, there's nothing that you cannot do, but the problem is the things going on in this head of yours. That's why you keep starting and stopping. That's why you get frustrated. That's why you call yourself names. That's why you say I can't. That's why you procrastinate. That's why you make excuses for excuses, because you got some mindset stuff that we got to fix. We got to fix it, okay? Now, let's talk about sales. Very good. TikTok number 1. Let me get it clear in the chat. I see some people in here. Good morning, YouTube. Let me get it clear in the chat. Also, you guys, make sure you follow me so you don't lose me. They do steal my videos. They make fake accounts and then they turn around and message you. Please do not get hoodwinked, finessed, or bamboozled on these TikTok streets, y'all, because they're coming to get you. They really is, okay? And also make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now, sales. TikTok number 1. So now one person want to put clear in this chat. Come on now. Come on, come on. Come on, TikTok number 1. Somebody type the word clear. Progress is to make small steps towards big goals. Progress is to make small steps towards big goals, okay? Progress is to make small steps towards big goals, okay? All right, all right. TikTok number 1. I need somebody to put clear in the chat. I'm ready to talk about sales. I'm waiting on y'all. Somebody type the word clear in the chat. Let's go. Good morning. Good morning. Remember, you guys, we got to speak our affirmations. The key to building confidence is keeping the promises that we make to ourselves. I'm waiting for TikTok number 1 to put clear in the chat. We're not moving forward till we get the word clear in the chat. I see 5 people on here. I only need 1 person to type the word clear. Confidence is built by keeping the promises that you make to yourself. When you continuously tell yourself what you can't do, when you come up with ideas, but then you give up on it, that's why you have no confidence, because you never stick to the promises that you set for yourself. We can't keep doing that. If you tell yourself you're going to do something, then you have to do it. Okay? That's the only way we're going to build our confidence. TikTok number 1, I'm still waiting for somebody to type clear in the chat. Come on, we could have been talking about sales by now. Let's go, let's go. I need someone to type the word clear in the chat. Thank you, Plus. Very good. Now let's talk about sales. Let's talk about sales. I told you guys earlier, sales is 80% of the business. That's more than half, which means we got to get this right. We got to get it right. And I'm going to be honest, sales is where most people fail. They fail at sales, okay? But before you get all, oh my God, sales is not hard, okay? Sales is really not hard. The reason why most people fail at sales is because of their mindset and the things they say to themselves when it comes to sales, okay? Some people, maybe you say this, will say things like, well, Jazz, I'm not a salesperson. What if I talk about my product too much and people unfollow me? What if people think I'm being annoying? What if people think I'm begging them for money? Okay. Before we get into sales, let's fix our mindset when it comes to sales. First of all, selling is not begging. Selling is solving. Okay? You have a solution to people's problems. You are not begging anyone for anything. So I need you to get that out of your head. Selling is not begging. Selling is solving. It's as simple as that. Number 2, you don't have a choice but to talk about your product all the time because people will forget. You guys, people have their own lives. They're not checking for you, okay? People are being fed content all day long. They will forget. You have to consistently remind people about your products and services and how it will help them. Why do you think I keep telling you guys to take notes on this live? Because I already know when I end this live, you're going to forget about 97% of what I said. So I'm telling you to write it down. Why do you think I told you the keyword of this live is execution? You've heard me use that word at least 10 times so far. Why? Because I need it to stick. The more you hear it, the more you remember. We got to execute, okay? You don't have a choice but to remind people all day that you exist. That's the only way they're going to remember. You got to be consistent. And your favorite businesses do it. Look at Amazon. We're all Prime members, right? We all got that Prime subscription for that 2-day, 1-day, same-day shipping, right? Okay, even though we all already know who Amazon is, they still remind us that they exist all day long. You can't even go 2 miles down the street without seeing them damn Amazon trucks with their logo on it, them simple trucks. Why do you think they did that? They could have made them trucks any color. They could have put anything on it, but they chose to keep it simple and put their logo on it. Why? So that every single time you see their truck, your brain remembers Amazon. You can't even go down a neighborhood without seeing Amazon packages and envelopes on people's doorsteps. Again, they didn't have to put their logo on those packages. They chose to. So that every time you see it, your brain goes, Amazon. They're not worried about you thinking they're annoying. They don't give a damn because they know you're not going nowhere. You cancel your subscription yet? Oh, no, you didn't. It's still on. You have to consistently remind people that you exist. You don't have a choice. For those of you guys who have seen my face before, maybe I'm not a new face to you. I'm all over the internet. I've been doing this for 5 years. Maybe you found me on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Threads. I'm everywhere. How is it that I'm able to show up every day teaching people about Glow Up Academy and not worrying about people thinking I'm begging them for money or being annoying or people unfollowing me? How am I able to have that energy? Because I know I have a solution to people's problems. Women want to learn how to be confident in themselves. I teach them that inside Glow Up Academy. Women want to learn how to start their online business and make sales. I teach them that all inside Glow Up Academy. Women want to learn how to be their dream woman and stop procrastinating and making excuses. I teach them that all inside Glow Up Academy. If people unfollow me because I'm being annoying, I don't give a damn. They'll come back when they're ready to glow up. They weren't ready. And because I have that energy with my products and services, I sell, and I sell a lot. Because Amazon has that energy with their products and services, they sell, and they sell a lot. And if you want to sell a lot too, you don't have a choice but to have the same energy with your products and services. You're either going to sink or you're going to swim. Those are your only two options. If you are ready for sales tip number 1, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. Good morning. If you're ready for sales tip number 1, put a 1 in the chat. And for those of y'all who are just tuning in, good morning. Happy Saturday. My name is Coach Jazz, and I teach women how to glow up, how to start their online business, how to finish what they start. Go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. Let's go TikTok number 1 and TikTok number 2. You guys are not off the hook. Good morning, YouTube. Yes, Glow Up Academy is open. Go ahead. Put a 1 in the chat. Let's go. Let's go. I'm waiting for some 1s. We will not do step number 1 until I get some 1s. I am confident in my abilities. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. I am confident in my abilities. Let's go. I'm waiting for a 1, you guys. Let's go. Let's go. I see 6 people on TikTok number 1. There is no reason why one person can't put 1 in the chat. Progress, not perfection, is my only focus. Progress, not perfection, is my only focus. Amen, amen. Good morning, good morning. Thank you, Letitia. Thank you, thank you. Sales tip number 1. Make sure you guys follow me if you haven't already. Sales tip number 1, write this down. Content is king, and distribution is queen. Content is king. Thank you, Rue. Distribution is queen. So let's break this down so it makes sense, okay? Content is king. Let's start here. You are going to be telling people about your products and services through your content. So through your YouTube videos, your reels, your shorts, going live, your story posts. That's how you're going to get the word out that you have a business, you have a product and a service that'll help people through the content. So that's why content is king, which means you have to be posting consistently. Remember what we said about the word consistent? That means more often than not. So if there are 7 days in a week, then I need you to be posting 4 out of those 7, okay? We have to be consistent. But listen, consistency is built over time. So please don't freak out if you can't post 4 times a week yet. The only thing I am asking you to do is just do better than you did yesterday. That's all I want from you. So if yesterday you did nothing and today you're taking notes, how about tomorrow you execute something off the list? The more you make improvements in your life, the more results you get. But if you do nothing, nothing changes, okay? So that's the content is king part. The distribution is queen. Not only will you be posting content consistently, you also need to be building a bare minimum of 3 platforms, okay? Not 1, not 2, but 3. Well, why 3, Jazz? Because 1 is too close to none, that's why. Like that 1 income you have at that 1 job. If they laid you off tomorrow, what would you do? You'd be sitting there freaking out, trying to figure out how you're gonna pay your bills. If you put all of your eggs in a TikTok basket and the US decides to ban it, like they were trying to do this time last year, what would you do? You'd be sitting there freaking out like all of the other TikTokers who only had their eggs in a TikTok basket. Listen, I teach my students we have to stay proactive so we never have to be reactive. In other words, you're gonna stay ready so you never have to get ready. Now, no, it is not hard to build 3. Get that out your head. It's not hard. The same exact video you post on TikTok, you'll throw it on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, wherever you wanna be. It takes an extra 5 minutes. I do it all day. I promise you it's not hard. Now, which platform should you grow? That's up to you. I always suggest starting with the platform that you're always on. So if you're always on TikTok, start a TikTok. Obviously you like the app because you're always on it. And then just choose 2 more. But I am going to tell you this in case you did not know, YouTube is the most watched platform. A lot of y'all are confused. A lot of y'all think it's TikTok. No, it's not TikTok. It is YouTube. YouTube has even replaced cable TV. There are more people watching YouTube than anything else. So I always encourage you to start your YouTube channel. Just start it. Be consistent. Post your content. I promise you, you will thank me later. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. The link is in the bio, okay? Now, before we even move forward, before we even get into sales tip number 2, I know a lot of you guys have a really toxic habit of feeling like things are gonna be too hard, okay? Anywhere. YouTube is good for faceless too. Any platform. It doesn't matter anymore. Any platform you can do faceless content. Any platform. And all of these sales tips still apply to faceless creators. Everything that I'm telling you to do, you still need to do even if you're faceless, okay? Doesn't matter. Now, I know a lot of you guys think this is gonna be hard. We haven't even gotten started yet. And you're already trying to second guess your ability to do this. Some of y'all are sitting here thinking, Jazz, I want to start an online business, but I don't know. You want me to post consistently? You want me to write an ebook that chat's going to write for me? You got all these fears trying to convince you that this is going to be so hard. Well, look, before you run away from your dreams like you always do, just listen. Just listen, okay? One thing I know is this. I can't convince you of shit, and I'm not going to try. I don't have the ability to. So if you want to believe that posting content consistently is so hard, I'm going to let you think it. If you want to believe that getting chat to write your ebook and putting it on Canva is so hard, I'm going to let you think it. And if you truly want to believe that posting content consistently and building 3 platforms is so hard, I'm going to let you think it. I'm not going to say anything else. You want to call it hard? Fine, you're right. It's hard. Happy? Good. But let me tell you this. Living a life that you're not 1,000% happy with is also hard. Not having confidence in yourself is hard. Knowing that you're meant for more and not living it is hard. And you do that every day. And if you're not careful, that's what fear will do. Fear will literally convince you that you can't do any of this. And you let it. And one thing I know about you, I used to be the exact same way too. We as women never want to give ourselves credit where credit is due. You notice that? It's like we can never look at the things that we've accomplished in our life and realize, hey, if I could get through that, then I can get through this. We always do that. We never want to give ourselves credits. Meanwhile, the life that you're currently living is already hard and you live it every single day. There were things that took place in your life, and in those moments, you didn't believe you could overcome it. You were on your knees begging God to help you through it, and He did. And here you are today, doubting your abilities to start a business. Really, ladies? This is what I mean by confidence and how we have to fix it. Some of you guys lost somebody in your life that meant the world to you, but you overcame it. There were things in your life that took place that you got through. And then here you are today, doubting your ability to record a 30-second TikTok video. Really? Really? Some of you guys have jobs that drain the living daylights out of you, and you go every day. And you're doubting your ability to copy some words that AI wrote for you and paste it into Canva. Really, ladies? Really? That's the problem. That's fear. And you let fear keep you trapped. And I don't have to convince you of this. You can see it for yourself. There are people on these apps who are in worse off situations than you, still showing up, trying to build their business. There are women on these apps with more kids than you, still showing up, trying to build their business. There are people on these apps with disabilities, real ones. I'm not talking about some damn ADHD. No, there are people on these apps who can't walk, who are in wheelchairs, sickle cell, and they still show up trying to build their business. There are people on this app who have lost it all. They lost their job. They lost their house. They lost their car. Some of them are in homeless shelters. And even though they lost those things, they didn't lose hope. They're still showing up, posting, just trying to build their dream life. Now, let's be real. Some of y'all don't have any of them problems. Some of y'all do. Okay, I'm gonna give you some grace. But most of y'all don't. Most of you guys are extremely blessed, sitting pretty. Meanwhile, you see all of that, but you don't think you can do this. And that's the problem. That's the fear that I'm talking about that's keeping you trapped. There's nothing that you can't do. It's your mindset that is keeping you from doing it. And it has to stop. I keep telling you, if you even thought the thought, that is because you are capable of it. God doesn't plant seeds that you can't grow. Let's be real. And look, I'm not gonna lie. My online business changed my whole life, you guys. I have made more money than I ever could have imagined, all from my cell phone, my laptop, and some damn Wi-Fi. I now have peace. I'm not stressing about bills no more. I now have freedom. I do what I want, when I want, and how I want to do it. I now have purpose. I get to wake up every day doing what I love. But I'm gonna be honest. My life was not always like this. See, I started this during COVID, so almost 6 years ago. But before COVID, I lived a very different life. Very different, okay? I used to work a 9 to 5. I used to be miserable. I used to be depressed. I used to truly hate my life. See, I got that 9 to 5. I was 23 years old. I had bought into the American dream bullshit that they sell all of us. Okay, I bought in back in high school. They told me to go off to college and get a 4-year degree. That's what they said. They said to go to college, get a 4-year degree, graduate, get a really good job that's stable with PTO and health insurance and all the things, work for 30 plus years, then you're gonna retire. So I bought in. I said, okay, let's do it. Let's go off to college. I went off to college, got me a 4-year degree, graduated. 6 months later, got my dream job. At 23 years old, I was so excited. They're giving me PTO, health insurance, 401k plans. Oh my gosh, I thought I had arrived. And they were gonna pay me $60,000 a year. This is before COVID, so before inflation. That's a lot of money for a 23-year-old with no kids. I thought I was about to be rich. So I decided to move out of my mom's house. I was sick of her rules. I was ready to live on my own. So I went out and got my own apartment, paying my own bills. Now, I told you guys I had really bad spending habits back in the day. Don't judge me. I did what most Americans do. I went out and got me a car, payment. See, I already had a car that was paid off, title in hand, but it was old. No leather seats, no push to start, no touchscreen in the dash. I had to upgrade to match my new life. I went out and got me a brand new Dodge Charger, top of the line. Couldn't tell me anything in that car, okay? I thought I was the shit, all right? So I got me a car payment, $450 a month. And like you already know, with expensive cars comes expensive car insurance and expensive gas, okay? So by the time I'm paying all these bills, your girl is broke. Every last syllable of the word broke. Broke, busted, and disgusted. I had another problem. I had to start paying back them damn student loans. See, I was young, so I didn't know the government really wanted their money back. I thought it was all fun and games. No, they're serious and they want their money back. See, they'll give you 6 months after you graduate college to get on your feet. They're not gonna call or send no letters, just go get you a job. We'll talk business later. But best believe at that 6-month mark, they're sending letters and they want you to submit your tax returns because they're gonna tell you how much you can afford. And since they saw on paper that I made $60,000 a year, no dependents, no kids, they said I should be able to pay $400 a month. Huh? 400? Yep, that was the price. And just so you know, you can't negotiate. The price is the price. I had 11 student loan accounts that they lumped under one monthly payment of $400 a month. Every single month that I did not pay those student loans, which was every month because I really couldn't afford it, I got 11 missed payments on my credit. In the course of 1 year, I can't make this up, 121 missed payments. My credit was shot. 520. And just so you know, you can't bankrupt those. You're stuck with those to the day you die. And they will garnish your check. Keep playing. I was broke as hell. I had really bad credit. I had one last problem. I hated my job. You guys, college didn't prepare me for corporate America. I had no clue what I was walking into. Now, I'm not gonna lie. In my early 20s, listen, I grew up very sheltered, okay? I didn't know too much. I was very naive, very green back in the day. I thought everybody was just so happy because I used to be happy too. So I thought people at work were also happy. No, they're not. I learned in corporate America, people make it their life mission to make you miserable. I learned people at work are fake as fuck and they're not your friends. They'll smile in your face and act like they really like you, but they don't. They'll do the secret Santas and the birthday buddies, so they'll buy you a gift, but they don't like you. They'll even do the break room potluck so we can all just pretend they're one all happy work family, but they don't like you. They'll even invite you out to happy hour off of the clock to spend more time with you, but they don't like you. They'll invite you to their weddings, they'll invite you to their house, but they don't like you. And they will tell management everything you said in confidence. They will stab you in the back for a promotion. I had no clue. 6 months into that job, I was miserable. And just so you know, I worked with all women and I was the youngest one there. I must have put in hundreds, if not thousands of applications trying to get out. But no one was calling me back for an interview. So I'm broke, really bad credit, and miserable as hell at my job. For the first time in my entire life at 23, I felt trapped. If you've never experienced what it feels like to feel trapped, consider yourself extremely blessed. You are blessed. But let me give you some context. See, trapped feels like no matter what you do, your life's not gonna get no better. It's like you can wake up every day and try to be positive, but it feels like nothing but negative ass shit from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed every single day. You will cry all day. That's how trapped feels. And you could try to pray to God and get him to help you, but it really starts to feel like he's not listening to you because nothing's getting better. You can even go and get a part-time job or work overtime to try to get afloat and get a handle on all of your overdue bills. But it's like just when you get enough money to start seeing the light, something always comes and slaps you in the face. Now your car won't start. Now you have a boot on your tire because you got too many parking tickets that you still can't afford to pay. It's always something. And no matter what you do, it doesn't get better. Your life begins to feel like a nightmare that you can't wake up from. And that's how I felt. and to cope with all of this depression and anxiety. I used to get anxious. I never had anxiety before, not till I got that job. I used to bring my job home with me. You ever did that? So you've already clocked out. You're at home. You're not getting paid. And you are still replaying conversations that took place at work. To cope with all that, I started drinking. See, I couldn't even sleep at night anymore. That's how stressed I was. So at first it started with a few drinks just to kind of calm my nerves. It turned into every day. I became an alcoholic. And the only reason why I'm telling you this is because if any of my story resonates with you, you are already doing something hard. Going to a job that you absolutely hate, that makes you miserable, is hard. Knowing that you're meant for more and not living it is hard. Robbing Patrice to pay Paula is hard. And you live like that every day. And see, the reason why I was so depressed back then was because I had nothing in my life to look forward to. I had no hobbies, I had no interests. My life was on repeat. Get up, go to work, be miserable, come home, cry, drink, sleep, repeat, over and over and over again. Who wouldn't be depressed? That's depressing ass shit. Of course I was depressed. I had nothing to look forward to all day. But now I do. Now I get to wake up doing what I love every single day. I have purpose. The beauty of 2025 and beyond and having an online business is you can monetize anything. I don't care who told you your idea is stupid. It's not fucking stupid. Excuse my French, but it's true. I don't care who told you your idea was far-fetched. No, it's not. No, it's not. You see people every single day doing the darndest things, making millions. How? Because they get to do what they love. Because they're consistent. You guys, you can monetize anything. Imagine a life where you get up every single day doing what you love, walking in your purpose, having peace. You can do it. And I want to say one more thing before we move forward, because I need to make sure this sticks. If you work 8 hours or more, like how I did, I hope you realize you spend more time at work with people you don't even like than you do with your own family who loves you. You guys, I literally work 9 to 5, okay? So what should have only been a 20-minute drive to work was over an hour because I'm stuck in traffic. So an hour to work, an hour back, plus 8 hours of work. That is 10 hours out of my day gone. By the time I do get home, I am drained, exhausted, tired, defeated. You only get a few hours to spend with your spouse and your kids before you got to put everyone to bed and repeat it again the next day. Just to look forward to the weekend. But respectfully, what the hell are you looking forward to? Because Friday you still worked. Saturday is the only day that you get to do what you love. Sunday, not so much. Why? Because you have to prepare for the work week. So you got to cook, clean, go to the grocery store, do laundry, and mentally prepare yourself for the bullshit sitting on your desk come Monday. Ladies, that is not living. That is surviving. Life is meant to be lived, not survived. Your life is worth more than paying bills. I don't know what your religious beliefs are, but I know this. The God I serve, He loves me, and you can't convince me otherwise. And since He loves me so much, why would He put me on this earth to be crying and miserable every day? Why would he put me here to believe that there's nothing special about me? Why would he put me here and make me feel like the only thing I can do to cope with my misery is drink? He didn't. He put me here for a very special reason, and he allowed me the opportunity to find it, and now I live it every single day. He created something special for you too, and you should be monetizing it. Your life is worth more than slaving away at a job to make somebody else rich while you're scraping for pennies trying to make ends meet at home. There is something special that you should be monetizing. But the problem is, life has a tendency of beating us down. Maybe you were in a toxic relationship. Maybe you had toxic family members. Something happened along the way, and you lost your light. And now here you are today, thinking that you're not good enough to do anything. But let me tell you this. There is something very special about you, and you can do it. And remember, if you even thought the thought, that's because you can do it. God does not plant seeds that don't grow. Stop telling yourself what you can't do. You can do this. And stop letting fear keep you trapped. The only difference between me, my students in Glow Up Academy, and thousands of other creators who are making money online is they decided to try. That's it. That's it. Now, let's get back to sales. Write this down, okay? And for those of y'all who are just tuning in, good morning. Happy Saturday. My name is Coach Jazz, and I'm teaching you guys how to build your online business and how to build yourself, okay? We got some things going on in this pretty little head of ours that's keeping us trapped, all right? We got to fix it. Sales tip number 2, write this down. People only buy from people that they like, that they know, and that they trust, okay? People only buy from people, good morning, that they like, know, and trust, all right? So if they don't like you, not gonna buy. If they don't know you, not gonna buy. If they don't trust you, not gonna buy, okay? So how do we get people to like us? You guys, it's very simple. Listen to me. In your content that you're creating, I need you to be relatable and be authentic. Be relatable and be authentic. You guys, the community that you build, those are the people who are going to buy your digital product. But you can't build a community based off lies. The reason why some of you guys are struggling with building the community is because you're trying to be perfect, failing to realize that's not relatable because nobody is perfect. How can people connect with you if you're trying to paint this facade that you're just this perfect being? They can't. This entire life, I have been open with you guys about things that I have struggled with. Being 100 pounds overweight, being alcoholic, hating my job, not having confidence in myself, having poor money management skills. I didn't paint this picture that I just grew up in this perfect life and, oh, my life is just so perfect and I have no struggles. You can't relate to that. I was vulnerable. I was being my true, authentic self. And that's how I'm able to build a community. And I need you to do that too. Some of you guys hold yourself back. And what I want you to realize is this: when you post your content, it goes everywhere. So for those of you guys who are so afraid that people won't like you, listen, there's 8 billion people in this world, okay? I'm not telling you this to scare you. I'm telling you this so you can realize how silly you sound when you think that people won't like you. There's people all over the world who need you. You have a solution to so many people's problems, but you're depriving them of that solution because you won't get out your head. And then you don't post the content. What if I allowed fear to hold me back this morning and I wanted to be perfect and got overwhelmed and didn't go live? Then you wouldn't be sitting on this live listening to anything I'm talking about because I wouldn't be live. But that's literally what you're doing to other people because you won't get out your head. Before I started creating content, you guys, I forgot that there's a whole world outside of the USA. I have women inside Glow Up Academy from all over, Germany, Australia, Barbados, Jamaica, Canada. All because I have a solution to people's problems. So please, stop letting fear hold you back and just post the damn video. Okay? Please post the video. Now, we said people only buy from people that they like, know, and trust. Okay, great. Well, how do we get people to know us? Ladies, I need you to go live. I need you to go live. Listen, going live is by far the best way to build your community. And yes, you can still go live and be faceless. Going live allows people to connect, interact, and engage and ask questions, and it allows you to promote your products. Now, some of y'all just as hard as you want to be. You can say, that's great and all jazz, but I don't want to go live. And I'm going to say, fine, don't. I told y'all earlier, I'm not trying to convince you of anything. So if you don't want to go live, just don't. But let me remind you, you also said you didn't want to go to work. You said you were tired of feeling overworked and underpaid. I promise you this. If you go live consistently, you will make more on live than you ever made at that job. You see people on TikTok and YouTube all day and all night. The internet never sleeps. Live, selling, 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 selling. Now, some of y'all are like, well, Jazz, I would go live. I'm not against going live. I'm just a little live shy. Okay, well, let me talk to you. Listen, being shy is normal, okay? It doesn't mean that you suck at life. It doesn't mean that this isn't meant for you. The only reason why you're live shy or camera shy is because you just don't have enough experience doing it. That's it, okay? Maybe you did it once 6 months ago, but you haven't done it since. Ladies, the more you do stuff over and over and over again, the better it gets. And if we've been on live for 82 minutes. 82 minutes now, okay? And if you're still watching, that's because you believe what I say to be true. Otherwise, you would have left. You would have left. So since it's safe to say that you trust me, I need you to trust this. If you go live consistently, I promise you, you will not be live shy for long. Everything that you do always gets better and better and better over time. You didn't always know how to walk. Now you walk just fine. How? Because you had to consistently do it. You didn't always know how to read, but now you read just fine now. How? Because you had to consistently do it. You didn't always know how to drive, but you drive just fine now. How? Because you had to consistently do it. Well, just imagine if you consistently went live. Why is it when I do dancing, it says copyright? Because of the music in the background. The music in the background. All right, we said people only buy people that we like, know, and trust. Okay, great. How do we get people to trust us? Ladies, there's a reason why I'm telling you to post consistently. And no, it's not for your health. The reason why I'm telling you to post consistently is because the more people see you, the more they begin to trust you. Consistency builds trust, okay? I don't know if you know this or not, or if you're living under a rock, but most people work extremely hard for their money. You work hard, I work hard, we're all out here working hard. If you want someone to trust you with their hard-earned money, you're gonna have to be trustworthy. You don't have a choice, which means you have to be consistent. You gotta be consistent. So that's starting and stopping, posting once every 10 years. That's not gonna fly. It's not gonna fly. Now, I wanna do an exercise with you guys. For those of you guys who do not have a product yet, sit this out, take your notes. For those of you guys who do have a product, but you're struggling to make the sales that you want, this is for you, okay? First, what we gotta do is remove the ego and the pride. Now, some of y'all can't do that because you think you know everything. And there's nothing that anyone can teach you that you don't already know. Fine, I'm not going to convince you otherwise. If you want to believe that you know everything, keep believing it. Just know pride always comes before the fall. Now, for those of y'all who can remove the ego and pride, and you know there's always room for improvement, I'm talking to you. First, what we have to do is go to our profile, and we have to be honest. Okay, write this down, please. The worst lies are the lies you tell yourself. I'm going to say that again. The worst lies are the lies you tell yourself. Don't you ever forget that. Is it clear as day who you are, what you do, and how you can help people? I also need you to ask yourself this. Please be honest. If you were not you, would you buy from you? If you were not you, would you buy from you? If the answer to any of those questions is no, then there should be no reason why you're confused as to why people are not buying from you yet. There should be no more confusion. But the reason why I say yet is because you have the power to fix it. See, that's the beauty of life. That's the beauty of business. That's the beauty with everything that we talked about so far on this live. Anything, and I mean anything, that is not giving you the results that you want, you have the power to fix it. You just choose not to. Okay, so if it's not clear as day who you are, what you do, how you come, then fix it, make it clear, so that when people go to your profile, they know what they're getting into. If you are live shy, fix it. I already told you how. You just have to do it consistently. You choose not to. And let's go even deeper. If you're unhappy in the friendships and the relationships and the people that you choose to keep around you, fix it. Let them go. You choose not to. You choose to hold on to people who drain you, and then you wonder why you feel drained. Anything that is not giving you the results that you want in your life, you have the power to fix it. You make a choice. A lot of you, and I used to be guilty of this too, want to live in a trapped mindset. You're so used to living in this trapped mindset, you don't even realize that you live in it. And you really believe that how things are today is how it has to always be, failing to realize you have control over your life. You may not be able to control other people, but you can always control yourself. You choose not to. I really used to believe I was trapped at that 9-to-5 that was draining me, failing to realize I could have left. I chose not to. I was there for 6 years. I chose to throw pity parties for myself. I chose to sit around and cry all day. I chose to complain and vent and make excuses, failing to realize I was never trapped there. That was all in my head. A lot of you guys believe that the only way that you can fix things is to get more information. You believe that you're just struggling with lack of information. That's what you really think. And so you don't think you can fix anything until you got more information. But I'm here to tell you, you're not lacking information. Let's just be real. Let's call a spade a spade. You have your phone glued to your hip 24/7. All you gotta do is click on one of these apps and you can get all the information you want. You're not lacking information. And I know this, when I end this live, all you're gonna do is go to another live and watch another person talk about something for another 2 hours. You are not lacking information. That is not your problem. Your problem is lack of implementation, meaning you don't execute shit. Which is why I made the keyword of this live, execution. You're the woman who always talks about what she's gonna do, and you never do it. You're the woman who has manifestation boards and vision boards for years, ain't did it yet. You're the woman who makes excuse after excuse as to why something can't get done. You're the woman who loves to complain and vent and talk about what's not fair. You don't execute, and that's your problem. You can't just write things down and think your life is going to change. No, it's not. Anything that you want, you have to work for. Just like you work for that paycheck to get every 2 weeks. Why do you think that you don't have to work on your goals and it's just going to magically happen? No, you have to work for it. If you want to lose weight, you don't just fall into weight loss. No, you have to work for it. You have to move your body. You got to eat less. You got to drink water. You know this. It doesn't just magically happen. You have to put in the work. You have to execute what you are taught. Because if you don't, you're just wasting time. And I don't have to convince you of this. Time is just flying by. You know this. How many times a day do you look at the clock and say, wow, it's already 10:15 a.m. Wow. It's already 5 o'clock in the evening. Wow. It's almost New Year's. You do that multiple times a day. You already see how fast time is moving. But yet you still choose to waste it. Failing to realize tomorrow is not guaranteed. We've gotten also into this entitlement mindset where we believe that we have 6 months. We have 5 years. Who told you that? Who told you that you have tomorrow? Where did you get that from? It's entitlement. It's a mindset. Every single day that you're blessed with, you should be using it to reach your goals. Not scrolling YouTube all day, not watching TikTok lives all day. That's escapism. That's all that is. How much longer are you going to keep doing what you're doing? Because you already know where it gets you. Nowhere. You still haven't reached your goals. You still don't have your business. You still are lacking confidence. You still make excuses. Nothing has changed. You are not getting younger. You are getting older day after day. You will never be this age again. But you still choose to just waste time. You're going to have to change, man. You're going to have to change. There are things about you and who you are today that doesn't align with the woman that you want to become. The woman who is confident and believing in herself, reaching her goals, speaking affirmations to herself, respecting herself, and forcing other people to respect her. She's not wasting time. She's not wasting time. She does what she says she's going to do. That's the version of you that you want to become. And listen, she's already within you, okay? She's not here. She's already within you. But again, she's under all of the fear and the procrastinations. We got to unleash her. You can do anything you want, but what you got going on in here is what keeps you from it. And again, how much longer do you want to keep wasting time? You're going to have to change. You don't have a choice. And listen, one of the toughest pills that I had to swallow in my own journey, my entrepreneurial journey, my glow up journey, your life and the direction it's going in, whether it's going great or not so great, is a direct reflection of the choices you make. For those of you guys who are struggling financially, your finances are a direct reflection of the choices you make. See, I told you guys, I used to have really bad spending habits. Horrible. And I never used to understand how people could make so much money and still be so broke until I lived it. See, when I was at my 9 to 5, I thought I was broke because I just didn't have enough money coming in, right? And so then I quit my job and now I'm building my business and making all this money. I'm still running into the same problem. I'm still living paycheck to paycheck. How? Because I didn't have financial literacy. Because I wasn't putting myself on a budget. Because I didn't have any discipline. I never told myself no. Whatever Jasmine wanted, she bought. I was making $20,000 and $30,000 a month and overdrawn at the end of the month. How is that even possible? Because it was my fault.
I had no discipline. That's why I told you guys, ladies, your leveled up version of you, she has a handle on her finances. And I was going to continue to run into the same problem year after year, month after month until I fixed it. I had to fix it. Me being broke as hell, making $20,000 a month was my fault. And I had to fix it. And it wasn't going to get any better until I did. I had to fix it. Now, maybe your argument is different. Jazz, I don't make $20,000 a month and I'm still broke. How can I get ahead in this economy when eggs are $15 a box? It's still your fault. Listen, I know I'm not the coach for everybody, okay? Because I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm not going to coddle you. I'm not going to tell you lies. It is still your fault. And I'm going to tell you why. Times have been hard, ladies. This didn't happen last week. Food prices and rent prices have been on the rise for years. But every day, you choose to do nothing about it. You choose to complain, invent, procrastinate, make excuses. You could have launched your ebook 6 months ago. You would be making sales today. You could have started that YouTube channel 4 months ago. It could be monetized today. You could have started that TikTok account last month. You would be building your community today. What did we say? Our community buys our products. But every day, you choose not to work on your goals. You choose to complain and vent. You choose to throw pity parties for yourself. You choose to watch Netflix and Hulu for years. You choose to go to happy hour. You choose to do all of the things except the one thing that will change your entire life. And my question for you is, how much longer are we going to keep living like that? Because as you already know, it gets you nowhere. You're gonna have to change. And look, I'm not perfect, okay? Ain't shit about me perfect. The version of me that y'all see today is the reflection of all of the changes that I've made these past few years. I used to be 340 pounds. I lost 100 pounds. I used to make excuses too. Oh yeah, full of excuses. I had an excuse for the excuse. I used to procrastinate too. I used to love watching Hulu and Netflix for hours. I loved all that, okay? I used to be my worst bully. I know a lot of y'all can relate to that. Always telling yourself what you're not good at, how stupid you are. Yeah, that used to be me. How could I be an entrepreneur when I'm telling myself how stupid I am? I couldn't. That had to change. I used to just be disgusting with the things I said to myself. Calling myself ugly. Damn, Jazz, you should have did better. That's how I used to talk to myself every day. That had to change. I used to live in fear too, claiming I walked by faith when in reality I'm fearful as hell. I used to distract too. One of the biggest distractions that I struggled with in my own journey was alcohol abuse. And see, I told y'all I started that toxic ass habit when I had that toxic ass job. And you would have thought that once I quit, it all would have just fixed itself. No, it actually got worse. See, at least when I was at work, I couldn't be drunk for 8 hours. I had to work. Well, now I'm at home. I quit during COVID. Everything is shut down. I have nothing but time to distract. And I took full advantage. Don't forget, problems don't just go away. If you don't fix it, it always comes back. And listen, I quit on a whim. God planted the seed and told me, Jazz, the time is now, it's time to quit. I have been wanting to quit for years. I was there for 6 years. I just quit. And the plan was I was going to live off of my stimulus for a few months. And then my business was going to be booming by then. And then I could just let my business take over from there. Mind you, I don't have kids. So I didn't have thousands upon thousands of stimulus. Okay, I only had a little bit. But I just knew that if I just locked in, it would all just work. So I did everything that you guys probably do. I was watching the TikTok lives and watching YouTube videos, just trying to get a grasp on this content creation, monetizing platforms, digital product thing. And I'm writing everything down, taking the notes, but it's not working. I'm still broke. My platforms aren't growing. I'm not making sales, and I'm getting pissed off. See, I told you guys, the worst lies are the lies you tell yourself. Don't ever forget that. See, I was lying to myself and saying I was being productive when in fact I wasn't. I was always drunk. And then I'm getting mad at God because I'm like, God, you told me to quit. What are we doing? If I don't figure out how to make some money, they're going to cut my lights off next month. And if I still don't figure it out, they're going to start foreclosing on a house that I just bought. Yeah, I bought a house. I wasn't even in that house for a year yet before I quit my job. I didn't want to admit that I had a drinking problem. Who wants to say that? It's so shameful. It's embarrassing. I didn't want to admit that to myself. So I didn't. I lied to myself. I said, as long as I don't drink before 11 a.m., I'm not an alcoholic. Because see, alcoholics, they start their day with alcohol. So if I wait till 11 a.m., I'm good. Even though I'm drinking all day, every day, as long as I don't start my day with liquor, I don't have a problem. The worst lies are the lies you tell yourself. You can't keep running from yourself. Eventually, you're going to hit a brick wall. And God is going to make you listen. I believe God is within you. Okay? He's not at the church. He's not in your spouse. He's not in your best friend. God is within you. So those ideas that you get, that's God talking to you. That gut feeling, that intuition that you get, that's God talking to you. But a lot of times we don't really want to hear God. We claim we do, but we really don't. So we'll distract ourselves so that we don't hear him. Because sometimes we're afraid of what he's going to say. But he forced me to listen. He sat me down one day and said, Jazz, what are you doing? You have been begging me for a business for years, which is true. I have been. He said, the opportunity is literally right in front of you. But you're wasting it. You're wasting it. So what are we going to do? Are we going to keep doing what you've been doing, which is a whole bunch of nothing? Or are we going to fix it? Are we going to change? I decided to fix it. I decided to change. I decided to stop drinking. I haven't had a drink in almost 6 years. I will never touch alcohol again. And since I decided to change, my whole life began to change. I started actually posting content consistently and being productive for real, not in my head. My platform started growing. I started making sales, all because I decided to change. I started to feel good about myself for the first time in my whole life. I started telling myself how amazing I am, how proud of myself I am of myself. I started to feel good. All because I decided to change. Ladies, what a lot of us fail to realize, and what I used to not realize too, is in order to get something, you're gonna have to give up something. I'm gonna say that again. In order to get something. You have to give up something. You can't have both. In order for me to get the business that I had been begging God for years, I had to give up excuses. I had to give up procrastination. I had to give up fear. I had to give up negative self-talk. I had to give up distractions. I had to give up alcohol. But when I gave those things up, God opened the floodgates of heaven for me. He gave me everything I asked for and more. See, I had just asked God to help me make $60K a year to replace the job that I hated so much. And I even negotiated with that. I said, Lord, if you just help me get to 45,000, I'll make something shake. I'll cut the cable off. Just help me get out of this job. He gave me 6 figures. I asked God for 10K Instagram followers. I thought that'd be pretty cool. He gave me 100,000 Instagram followers. I asked God for a little bit of confidence so I could stop crying all the time and feeling bad about my life. He gave me a lot of confidence. There's nothing that I don't think I can't do. All because I decided to change. See, the woman I was back then, she wasn't aligned with who I was trying to become. I wanted to be an entrepreneur who started what she finished, who believed in herself, who didn't care what other people thought, who stopped all the people pleasing, who stopped allowing herself to be in toxic friendships that aren't pouring into herself. I wanted to be that. But who I was back then wasn't aligned. And he wasn't going to give me the version of myself that I desperately wanted until I fixed it. I had to fix it. And that's the beauty with life, okay? God already has the blessings for you. He designed you for them. He's ready to give it to you. But see, we have free will. And he will not give it to you until you change. So if you want to waste 5 more years, go ahead. He'll hold out. You want to take it out to 10 years, 20 years, the choice is yours. You always have free will. He'll let you wait, but he will not budge on everything that he designed you for until you change. You are gonna have to change because who you are today does not align with who you want to be. And yeah, maybe change is hard. Maybe it is. Okay. But the life that you're living is hard. Knowing that you're meant for more and you're not living it is hard. Going to a job that drains you and doesn't even respect you is hard. Crying every day because you're so depressed about your life is hard. Robbing Patrice to pay Paula is hard. I've done both. I've lived that life, and I live this one. I will always choose this one because this life comes with peace. This life comes with confidence. This life comes with freedom. This life comes with purpose. This life comes with income. So you have to decide. Never forget, there's nothing that you can't do. The problem is the things you got going on in this head of yours is stopping you. The starting and stopping, giving up, living in fear, caring what people think, that's all here. And if you even thought the thought, that's because you can. But you're gonna have to change. For those of you guys who want to change, I want to help you. But see, I can only help people who want it. I'm not interested in helping people who don't. And I shouldn't have to. Listen, if you're 1000% happy with your life in the direction it's going in, then fine. Just keep doing what you're doing, right? If you like it, I love it. If it's not broke, don't fix it. But if you're not 1000% happy and you want to change it, I want to help you. See, inside Glow Up Academy, I'm going to teach you how to build your online business from scratch. I don't care what your starting point is, I got you, okay? But not only am I going to teach you how to build your business, I'm also going to teach you how to build yourself, okay? Any idea that you have, we can build it. It is all inside Glow Up Academy. Maybe you want to monetize your YouTube, get paid for your content. Fine, I'll teach you. All of my platforms are monetized. Maybe you want to sell on TikTok Live, how I do, how members inside Glow Up Academy do, how thousands of other creators do. Fine, I'll teach you exactly how. It's in Glow Up Academy. Maybe you want to do affiliate marketing. You want to get a percentage, a commission after every piece that you sell. Fine, I'll teach you. I do that on TikTok. It's in there. Whatever you want to do, I promise you, we can do it. But not only am I going to teach you how to build your business, I'm going to teach you how to build yourself, how to build your confidence, your discipline, your consistency, your accountability, how to let go of the fear, how to trust yourself. Not only are you going to glow up your business, but you're going to glow up you. Inside Glow Up Academy, you're going to have all of the tools that you need to build your business and build yourself. The same journey and transformation I went on is the same transformation that you're going on. But you don't have to do it by yourself. Let me help you. Now, before I let you inside Glow Up Academy, a couple of things. Number one, I only let 10 people in at a time because not everybody has the same starting point. Believe it or not, some people have a product but no audience. Some people have an audience but no product. Some people have a million ideas, but we gotta lock into one. Remember I told you guys earlier, money flows where energy goes, right? A lot of times as women, we have all these brilliant ideas, we want all these things we want to accomplish, but when you have your hands in too many baskets, nothing gets done. We're gonna pick your most favorite idea and we're gonna build that. One idea. And then once that is flourishing, then we'll come back into the pile and pull another. Some of you guys have no clue what you want to do, and that's fine. We'll figure it out together. No matter where you're at, I can help you. I've just noticed for myself, having more than 10 people join at one time overwhelms me. And I just want to make sure I'm able to pour into everyone the way that you deserve. So that's why I cap it at 10. And then once I get my 10, I'm not putting the link back up until I'm ready to accept more people, okay? Number two, after I show you guys how to join, I'm setting a timer for 10 minutes. 10 minutes is all you get. Because I only want to help people who want it. People who are fed up and they want to fix it, they move, okay? I can't convince you and I'm not trying to force you. I only want to help people who truly want it. That's why this is a 10-minute timer, because the women who want it, they move. Number three. Once you're in, it's lifetime access, okay? There's no more month to month. We're not doing that. Lifetime access. You're in forever, okay? Now, normally, I sell it for $5.97 and people buy, okay? 3 women joined yesterday at $5.97. But because you guys sat here, you took notes, you asked questions, and you listened, I'm gonna take the price down. Okay, and I'm gonna keep it down for the 10 minutes the timer is going on, and then once the timer goes off, I'm taking the price back up. Okay, it is marked down for now for 10 minutes for $249. Okay, you can use Afterpay or Klarna, break it up, and still get the discount, okay? But like I said, once the timer goes off, that price is going back up, okay? So act now. Don't wait. If you sat on this live for 115 minutes, you already know I can help you. Otherwise, you would have left. So act now, okay? All right. I'm gonna show TikTok how to join, and then I'll show YouTube. YouTube, your instructions are a little bit different. And then once I show you guys how to join, I'm going to set the timer and we're gonna get moving, okay? Also, once you join, please do not leave off of my live until you confirm to me that you got your email. The email should be coming from Stan. Do not join and leave. I wanna make sure everybody is where they're supposed to be before we get off of this live, okay? All right. TikTok, in order for you guys to lock in, you're gonna click on my profile picture up at the top twice. Sorry, I got the mirror on. You can come to my profile. Now TikTok number 2, that's my backup. So my profile does not look like this, but the links are still the same, okay? You're gonna click on this top button that says Glow Up Lounge HQ. Good morning. And then you're gonna click on this red button right here that says open. And then you're gonna click on this top button that says Glow Up Academy Lifetime Access. Okay, and as you guys can see, it is marked down. It is $249, original price $597. Become the woman who actually follows through. You're gonna scroll down. Feel free to read my reviews, I don't mind. You're going to enter your name, quadruple check your email. You guys, sometimes the autocorrect gets you. The email that you put in is where everything is going. So please quadruple check that. Yes, of course, if you mess up, we still gonna fix it. But let's just check it first, okay? You can use Afterpay or Klarna to break the payment up. You are going to click Start My Glow Up. Once you click this blue button, you should receive that email from Stan in about 30 seconds tops. If you don't see within 30 seconds tops, let me know. That means there was an email mistake and we'll fix it, okay? All right, let me show you guys again. TikTok, you can click on my profile picture up at the top. You're gonna come and click where it says Glow Up Lounge HQ. Click the click the red button that says open. And then click this top button that says Glow Up Academy Lifetime Access, okay? YouTube, in order for you guys to lock in, your instructions are just a little bit different. Okay, give me 1 second. You guys, please do not leave until you confirm to me that you received your email. YouTube, in order for you guys to lock in, you're gonna leave the live. You can click on this link right here that says Glow Up Lounge HQ. You're gonna click on this top button that says Glow Up Academy Lifetime Access. And then here we are. Become the woman who actually follows through. $249. Feel free to scroll through, read my reviews. Enter your name, quadruple check your email address. Again, what you put in is where it's going. You can use Afterpay or Klarna and break that payment up, and then click on Start My Glow Up. It should only take about 30 seconds or less. You should see that email from Stan, okay? Now I'm going to set the timer. Remember, 10 minutes is it. Once the 10-minute timer goes off, we're done. We're taking the price back up. All right, timer is set. We're taking the price back up. Let me check. Now, while you guys are joining, couple of things here. While you guys are joining, as soon as I get off of this live, I hop right inside Glow Up Academy and start talking to you. I want to know what you're struggling with, what things have you tried, what are your ideas, all of the things, right? Well, while I'm live, while you're waiting for me, I want you guys to go to the Classroom tab. Okay? And here we are. I want you guys to start in the Welcome and Orientation Vault, okay? I have a 7-day homework assignment for you to do. Or excuse me, 7-day orientation. Every day is a small homework assignment with a video attached. The reason why I'm doing this is because I want you to prove to yourself that you know how to start something and finish it. I already know that you can, but I need you to know that, because that's what's gonna build your confidence, ladies. The reason why you keep starting and stopping is because you have not built belief in self. Well, confidence is believing in yourself. So if you don't believe in yourself, you don't have confidence. So this is how we fix it, okay? Every single day I have a homework assignment helping you reach your goals, and I want you to do it. Because if you can get through 7 days in doing your homework assignment, that shows to you, hey, I am capable. I can do this. I'm worthy of success. I'm worthy of abundance, okay? So that's why I have it structured like that. Now, the beauty of Glow Up Academy, you guys, is you choose your own path. If you are ready to start your business, then you will go into the business building vault. This walks you guys through how to create your ebook. I have a video in here from beginning to end, how to create your ebook. I show you guys what prompts to use on chat, how to come up with ideas, and then how to use Canva. So for those of you guys who are struggling with technology and you're not too sure how to use Canva, this is especially good for you, okay? And then I also walk you guys through how to set up your LLC, your S Corp, or your C Corp, how to file your business taxes, and how to build business credit, okay? If you're not ready to start your business, or you already have a product but you're not making sales, I want you guys to go to the Marketing Mastery Vault, where I walk you guys through how to sell, how to create content, what to say in your content to build your audience, okay? If you want to work on your mindset, maybe you're not ready for a business yet, that's fine. Go to the Mindset Motivation Vault. I teach you guys how to build your confidence, how to stop caring what people think, how to stop being a people pleaser, how to set your boundaries, a lot of the internal things that are going on in here that's keeping you from reaching your goals, how to stay consistent even when you don't feel like it, okay? Now, maybe you want to build your Instagram. Go to the Instagram Vault. If you want to build your YouTube, YouTube Vault. If you want to build your TikTok, TikTok Vault. If you want to learn how to sell on TikTok like how I do, how my students do, how thousands of other creators do, TikTok Vault, okay? Very good. If you want to work on self-care and healing, go to the Healing Vault, okay? So Glow Up Academy allows you to choose the route that's best for you based off of the things that you're struggling with, okay? Now also this too, for my new members, every Tuesday we meet. Every Tuesday we meet. So if you're new to Glow Up Academy, I want you in the Tuesday call, okay? Now, we also do live coaching calls on Thursday. So any questions that you have, I expect you to be there. Even if you can't make it, maybe you have to work, you have stuff with your kids, that's fine. The replays are always available. This is your opportunity to ask questions, get feedback, whatever it is, okay? We also do book clubs on Sunday. We do Sunday resets. Yes, okay? Listen. All up in here. We got to fix this. All right. You guys also get access to my inbox. So any questions that you have, please inbox me, ask. You're never by yourself. Okay. Yes. Let me check. Give me 1 second. Any questions on any of that? Okay. Alexandra, let me send you yours. Okay, Alexandra, check your inbox now. You should see an email from Jasmine Spencer. That's me, okay? You got the stand. I need you to confirm that you see the email from Jasmine Spencer. Because we're not doing monthly subscriptions, the Jasmine Spencer email, that's me, that's getting you inside, okay? I need you to click on that and let me know you got that, okay? Very good. Any questions on any of that, okay? Okay. All right, you should be good to go. All right, you guys have a few more minutes left and then we're closing it out. Okay, so for those of you guys who said you were ready, let's go. Let's see. Were we here to just take notes and not execute? Good morning, or are we executing? You can use Afterpay or Klarna, absolutely, to break it up. TikTok, again, you're gonna click on my profile picture up at the top twice. Come to my profile. Now remember TikTok number 2, that's my backup. So it doesn't look like this, but the links are still the same, okay? You're gonna click where it says Glow Up Lounge HQ, and then click this red button right here that says open. And then you're gonna click on this top button that says Glow Up Academy Lifetime Access, okay? Now, while we wait for a few more minutes, do you guys have any questions for me? Good morning. Anything that I know we talked about a lot, okay? I'm not trying to overwhelm you. I just want you to realize it's really not as hard as you're making it. It really isn't. It really isn't, you guys. The problem is the excuses. The problem is the habits that you have, that you refuse to change. Yes.
the habits that you have that you refuse to change. That's the problem, okay? Especially we're moving into a whole new year, a whole new reset. You can continue to do what you're doing, which doesn't get you anywhere, or you can change it. And let me tell you this, the woman who is building her business and has her confidence and follows through, she's not on social media all day consuming content. No, she's not. She is building the life that she wants, not living vicariously through others. So these are identity shifts that we have to work on. We have to work on these things if we want to change these things. You can do the whole shoulda, woulda, coulda, if, ands, buts, maybe later, Monday, tomorrow, next year. But it doesn't matter how much time passes, because if you don't take action, it's not going to change. And I don't have to convince you of that. You already know that. So why wait? I don't know. But I'm not here to force you. I am not here to force you. Okay, very good. Thank you. As soon as I get off of here, I'm hopping inside. We have, give me like 5 more minutes. We have 5 more minutes and I'm closing it out, okay? I have the power to create the life that I want. I have the power to create the life that I want. Yes, you do. We got to build that self-belief. We sure do. I am strong, motivated, and ready to tackle any challenge. I am strong, motivated, and ready to tackle any challenge. Amen to that. My self-love grows every time I choose myself. My self-love grows every time, my self-worth grows every time I show love to myself. Why do you think I'm telling you guys to choose something that you love to do? It's not for my health. It's because the more things that you do for yourself that you truly love to do, the more your self-worth grows. And that self-worth, that self-love that you have, that bleeds into all parts of your life. From the way you let people treat you, from the things that you tolerate, to the way you see yourself. But again, it's a choice. You either choose to do something about it, or you choose not to. There's no gray area. Not with that. Not with that. It's a choice. You choose to scroll on social. You choose to waste time. That's a choice that you make. But how about moving forward? No more pity parties. No more feeling sorry for ourselves. How about we execute something? Okay? All right, very good. Timer just went off. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. For those of you guys who joined, I'm hopping in now. For those of you guys who didn't, that was your choice. Don't be confused, okay? Make sure you guys follow me so you don't lose me. They do steal my videos and they make fake content and then they message you. So please do not get hoodwinked, finessed, or bamboozled. Also, make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys later. Thank y'all so much. I hope you have an amazing Saturday. And yeah, very good. Bye, YouTube. Goodbye.